India is buzzing, the streets are alive with energy, and the markets are teeming with activity. From the bustling cities to the rural heartlands, there's a palpable sense of momentum. The nation is rapidly growing, skyscrapers are rising, infrastructure is expanding, and technology is advancing at an unprecedented pace. Everywhere you look, there's evidence of progress and development. It's grabbing headlines and turning heads. The world is taking notice of India's economic strides, with analysts and investors keenly watching its every move. Could this be India's moment on the world stage? Many experts believe so. They argue that India has the potential to become a major player in the global economy, thanks to its vast resources and youthful population. India's economic rise is undeniable. The country's GDP has been growing steadily, and its stock markets are booming. Major cities like Mumbai and Bangalore are transforming into global hubs of commerce and innovation. But with this growth come questions. How sustainable is this rapid development? Are the benefits of economic growth reaching all segments of society? Or are there disparities that need to be addressed? Can India sustain this momentum? The country faces numerous challenges, from infrastructure bottlenecks to social inequalities. The path to becoming a global economic powerhouse is fraught with obstacles. Is it truly a global economic powerhouse? While the potential is immense, realizing it requires strategic planning, investment, and inclusive growth policies. This essay delves into the dynamics of India's economic boom. We'll explore the sectors driving this growth, from information technology to agriculture and manufacturing. We'll examine the factors fueling this growth. Innovations in renewable energy, advancements in education, and a burgeoning tech industry are just a few of the elements propelling India forward. We'll also unpack the challenges that lie ahead. From urban congestion to economic disparities, there are significant hurdles that need to be overcome. Ultimately, we'll explore whether India can truly claim its place as a global economic leader. The journey is complex, but the potential rewards are immense. Join us as we navigate the intricacies of India's economic landscape. Numbers often speak louder than words. They provide a clear, unambiguous picture of reality, cutting through the noise and speculation. And in India's case, the numbers tell a compelling story. A story of resilience, ambition, and relentless progress. India's GDP growth has been nothing short of impressive. Over the past few years, the country has consistently outperformed expectations, setting new benchmarks for economic performance. The nation clocked in a growth rate of 9.2% in fiscal year 2023 to 2024. This remarkable achievement is a testament to the country's robust economic policies and the entrepreneurial spirit of its people. This upward trajectory continued with a 6.2% growth in the October to December 2024 quarter. Such sustained growth is indicative of a stable and thriving economy. While the initial projection for 2025 was 6.6%, it has been revised to 6.3%. This slight adjustment is a reflection of the broader global economic slowdown, which has impacted many nations. This adjustment reflects the global economic slowdown. Factors such as geopolitical tensions, supply chain disruptions, and fluctuating commodity prices have all played a role in tempering growth expectations. However, India remains a bright spot. Despite these challenges, the country continues to demonstrate resilience and adaptability. Its diverse economy, young workforce, and technological advancements are key drivers of this sustained growth. It continues to be one of the fastest-growing large economies worldwide. This growth is not just a statistic. It translates into improved living standards, increased investments, and a better quality of life for millions of Indians. The numbers paint a picture of progress, but a nuanced perspective is crucial. While the GDP figures are impressive, it's essential to consider the underlying factors and challenges. Economic growth must be inclusive and sustainable, ensuring that the benefits reach all sections of society. As India continues on its growth trajectory, the focus should remain on balanced development, innovation, and long-term prosperity. What's fueling this remarkable growth? Several factors are contributing to India's economic engine. Private consumption is a major driver. Indians are spending more, boosting demand across sectors. The government is also playing its part. Public investment in infrastructure and other key areas is creating jobs and stimulating growth. Furthermore, India's services exports are booming. From IT to healthcare, Indian companies are making their mark globally. These factors, combined with strong agricultural output, are propelling India's economic journey forward. Despite the positive indicators, challenges remain. The global economic slowdown casts a shadow on India's prospects. Trade tensions and policy uncertainties are creating headwinds. Urban consumption, a key driver of growth, is facing headwinds. Slow job creation and stagnant income growth are impacting spending in cities. The manufacturing sector, a crucial cog in the economic wheel, is also struggling to gain momentum. These challenges underscore the need for strategic policy interventions to maintain the growth momentum. Section 5. Policy prescriptions, steering India's growth trajectory. Recognizing these challenges, the Indian government has been proactive. The Reserve Bank of India recently cut interest rates, aiming to boost investment and spending. The government also announced personal income tax cuts. These measures are expected to increase disposable incomes and stimulate consumption. Furthermore, the government is focusing on fiscal consolidation and structural reforms to strengthen the economy's foundation. These policy responses, if implemented effectively, can help navigate the current challenges and put India back on a higher growth trajectory. Section 6. The world watches. India's growth in a global context. India's economic performance stands out in the current global landscape. With a robust GDP growth rate, India is emerging as a key player on the world stage. The country's economic policies, demographic dividend, and technological advancements are driving this growth. The Indian stock market has seen significant gains, reflecting investor confidence. The US economy, while still the largest, is expected to decelerate to 1.6% growth in 2025. This slowdown is attributed to various factors, including trade tensions, policy uncertainties, and structural challenges. Despite this, the US remains a critical market for global trade and investment. China, the world's second-largest economy, is also projected to slow down to 4.6%. The Chinese economy faces headwinds from an aging population, rising debt levels, and shifting global trade dynamics. However, China continues to be a major player in manufacturing and technology. This global slowdown presents both challenges and opportunities for India. On the one hand, weaker global demand could impact India's exports, particularly in sectors like textiles, automotive, and IT services. On the other hand, the slowdown opens up avenues for India to attract foreign investment and strengthen its position in global supply chains. On the one hand, weaker global demand could impact India's exports. Export-oriented industries may face reduced orders and increased competition. However, India's diverse export portfolio and competitive pricing can help mitigate some of these challenges. On the other hand, India's relatively strong growth could attract foreign investment seeking better returns. Sectors such as technology, pharmaceuticals, and renewable energy are particularly attractive to investors. The government's initiatives to improve ease of doing business and infrastructure development further enhance India's appeal. Navigating this complex global scenario will be crucial for India's continued economic success. Strategic planning, policy reforms, and international collaborations will play a vital role. As India positions itself as a global economic powerhouse, it must balance growth with sustainability and inclusivity to ensure long-term prosperity. Section 7. California Dreaming, a tale of two booming economies. Interestingly, India's economic rise draws comparisons with another booming economy, California. California surpassed Japan in 2024 to become the world's fourth largest economy. Its GDP grew by an impressive 6% in 2024, outpacing major economies like the US, China, and Germany. While California's success is driven by technology, agriculture, and manufacturing, India's growth story is more diverse. However, projections suggest that India's GDP will surpass California's by 2026, highlighting India's remarkable economic potential. Section 8. The sustainability question: can India keep up the momentum? The question on everyone's mind is whether India can sustain this economic momentum. While challenges like global slowdown and domestic bottlenecks exist, India has several factors working in its favor. India has a young and growing workforce, a burgeoning middle class, and a vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem. Moreover, the government's focus on infrastructure development, digitalization, and ease of doing business is creating a more conducive environment for growth. Section 9. India's economic future. A tapestry of promise and uncertainty. India's economic future is a tapestry woven with threads of promise and uncertainty. The nation's growth story is undeniable, driven by strong domestic fundamentals and proactive policy measures. However, navigating global headwinds, addressing domestic challenges, and ensuring inclusive growth will be crucial for India to realize its full economic potential. The world is watching as India strides onto the global stage, its economic future holding immense possibilities.